Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or indeed good evening, depending on your time zone and depending on when you are watching this. I'm James Innes and this is my YouTube show, The Jobs Guru, episode number 51, Thursday the 27th of August 2020. I'm delighted to see you all here for today's episode. I extend a very warm welcome to all those who've subscribed since the last episode, and if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do think about subscribing so you don't miss out on the next episode. Today I'm going to be talking about the latest jobs, careers, employment and workplace news. If you have any questions or comments as you watch, then do please type them into that comment section below. And if you like what you see, then do please hit that YouTube thumbs up. So, yes, of course, there's plenty more bad news, but let's not dwell on that. I shall just cite one example this week. Co-op Bank to shed 350 jobs and close branches. The Co-operative Bank has said it will cut 350 jobs and close 18 branches due to the current economic uncertainty and the shift to online banking. Evidently, the current coronavirus crisis is accelerating the trend away from the high street towards online. I did say I was only going to cite one example, but here's another. Earlier this month, NatWest said it was cutting 550 jobs in branches. We can expect more of the same. The Co-op Bank's chief executive, Andrew Bester, he said he's very sorry for the cuts. I'm sure he is. I've had to lay off people in the past. Nobody wants to lay off staff. But do they really have any choice at the moment? Here endeth today's Doom and Gloom Bulletin. On to something slightly less depressing and hopefully slightly more interesting. Another piece from my friends and colleagues at BBC News. Headline, no plan for return to the office for millions of staff. And this has been complemented in fact by another piece. Warning of ghost towns if staff do not return to the office. Well, it is what it is, isn't it? 50 of the biggest UK employers questioned by BBC have said they have no plans to return all staff to the office full-time in the near future. Some 24 firms said that they did not have any plans in place to return workers to the office. 20, however, have opened their offices for staff unable to work from home. It comes as many employees return to work from their summer holidays, with the reality of a prolonged period of home working becoming increasingly likely. One of the main reasons given for the lack of a substantial return was that firms could not see a way of accommodating large numbers of staff while social distancing regulations are still in place. But many companies did say they were offering choice and flexibility to those who want to return, particularly in the banking and finance sectors. So, could city centres become ghost towns? Well, they could if the Prime Minister does not do more to encourage workers to go back to the office. So says Dame Carolyn Fairbairn, the head of the CBI, the Confederation of British Industry. I quote her quite regularly. She's often got something interesting and controversial and newsworthy to say for herself. She goes on to say that allowing staff to work from home has helped keep firms afloat during the pandemic. But as offices stand empty, thousands of local businesses that rely on the passing trade are suffering. The law firm Linklaters said this week that all of its 5,300 staff could spend up to 50% of their time working remotely from now on. Lloyds Banking Group is reviewing its office space needs and working practices after concluding that most of its 65,000 staff have worked effectively from home during the crisis. Others, including NatWest, Fujitsu, Facebook, Twitter and HSBC, have also said they plan to allow much more flexible working in future. In all honesty, it's a very complex and rapidly evolving situation, and it's very hard for the government to know what to do. There are certainly no win-win solutions, that's for sure. I'm just glad I'm not Boris. Anyway, that's pretty much all for today's show. I'll be back next week, Tuesday. Remember, this show is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday each and pretty much every week. Just two more things. First, I must squeeze in some routine but important requests. Do please check me out on social media and connect, follow or otherwise stalk me. But please don't troll me. Trolls will be shot at dawn. If you have any questions or comments about this episode, about the show in general, need about life, the universe, losing the battle to preserve one's sanity whilst working from home, whatever, then do please let me have them in the comment section below. And on that note, I'd like to extend my grateful thanks to Lucas Klozinski, my newest subscriber, for his comments on yesterday's show. He's now the lucky winner of an exclusive, limited edition, money can't buy, Jobs Guru coffee mug. Lucas, you asked an interesting question in the comments on yesterday's show. I'm going to cover it in my column in next Monday's Daily Star, and I'm also going to cover it in next Wednesday's show for the benefit of those who don't read newspapers. Anyway, back to my standard sales pitch. If you like this episode, then do please hit it with the YouTube thumbs up. If you've kindly given me a thumbs up, then do perhaps think about subscribing. And if you're subscribing, you might as well ring that bell so you don't miss out on the next episode. If you've already done all of that, then thank you. Finally, what's happening in the next episode? Well, sorry, but your guess is as good as mine. I haven't yet decided. But I do hope you'll tune in. Thank you for watching today. Keep safe and be well, my friends. See you next Tuesday. Goodbye.